Started.
Gotcha.
Let's make sure we got you focused still. Yep.
And we just talking back and forth, right? You don't want me to like do any direct address or anything?
Yeah, no, you don't have to look into the camera. You can, like, if it's like a point that you want somebody to know something, you can look at the camera. Other than that, you don't. It's just like basic conversation. Can you count to 10 for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Cool. Alright, boss. So, how you doing? How your day going?
I'm tired.
Same. I
fell biking last night and shit.
Oh wait, did you go to the the Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's
other
cool.
people out.
Well, I probably seen you last night. I was
Right.
at the same ride. I just came pulled up.
It was beautiful though. I liked it.
Yeah, I run with a group in the city, so sometimes like the bike people are with us. So they're pretty cool. So. Alright. So which one did you start first? Photography or videography?
I started photography first. I took like a few little classes in this summer program I was in. But what really like made me fall in love was one of my friends was a photographer, and we were just in the house fucking around. Wait, can I curse?
Yeah. You can.
Okay, yeah, we was in the house fucking around or whatever, and he let me hold his camera, and I took this hard ass picture, and it was at that moment I just knew like I want to do this.
That's your calling, okay. What would you say is the purpose that each of those lanes serve for you? So video and photography.
Kind of just like communication and a sense of feeling for real. Like, it's fulfilling to be able to like capture a memory for somebody, and also just being able to like provide somebody a genuine and authentic look of themselves, you know.
Alright, so I see you got like some older cameras on your page for photography and video. Are you into doing like film photography and giving like video that vintage look, or?
I definitely do like film photography. It's expensive. Like, it's like probably one of my most expensive hobbies, because like I don't really take any bookings for it. Like, that's just me just doing passionate work. And it's like, the only other thing is I'm really slow with it.
Okay.
Like, it took me like 2 years to shoot this one roll of film one time.
Just one roll?
Yeah. But it was like the type of camera, it was like a split frame, so like instead of 36 exposures, it was like 72.
Okay. Alright. So on your page, you I'm gonna say you more so like a fashion person, when it's more so like pictures of like you. Are you into fashion and like?
I like getting fresh.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm into fashion, because it's like I wear anything from like high-end designer brands to Russell from Walmart. Like, if it look good, I'm gonna just throw that shit on.
Okay. Have you done any modeling gigs?
A few times.
Okay. What was the best one for you?
I did some hand modeling recently.
Okay.
For Always Working, but I think my favorite hand modeling shoot was for my friend's mom bracelet brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is 3 things you would say is in almost every picture of you on your page?
Shit. That's a hard one. I can't even say smiling. I like when I get like off guards and I'm smiling. That's one of my favorite things. Most of my pictures have a straight face though, I can say that.
Yeah.
Nice shoes. And a strong caption. I feel like the caption is like 50% of the picture.
Okay. I was gonna say rings.
Oh, rings?
Yeah.
For real?
You see pictures you
I mean,
your rings.
I'm big on jewelry.
Okay.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
Okay.
And my rings are important because one of them was a gift from my mom, and the other one was an heirloom from my great aunt that passed.
Okay. Let's see. I've seen like that you work with a bunch of like artists in the city. What is one artist that has given you like a great piece of advice that you just hold on to?
Shit. Man, that's kind of hard. Like, I get a lot of good advice, luckily. I think one of the biggest pieces of advice that I ever got was from my mentor, Curtis Yulee. He just told me, don't get finessed.
Okay.
And on surface level, like, it's just like, you would think that it's just like, kind of like not being finesse, but like in reality, it's like it helps me think of situations that I enter a lot differently. You know, like I just take a lot more time when like I'm deciding what I want to like give my energy to.
Okay. What how am I trying to phrase it? Alright. What has been the What has been the craziest experience you've had with a client thus far?
Like in a good way or a bad way?
Either or.
Good way. I'd say, I don't know. It's like, it's different because it's like my work, it takes me a lot of different places. Like sometimes I'm shooting a wedding, other times I'm hanging out of a sunroof recording niggas on dirt bikes and shit. I just think, yeah, I think the experiences are like what's the best.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, what is...
We might have to come back to that last one.
Want to come back to that? Alright. What would you say is like your pre-production or your preparation for a shoot?
So since I deal a lot with like client work, I'm big on communication, like with the client, making sure that they're knowing exactly what the expectations are for the shoot. Like I want to clearly talk to them about like what they want, you know, as far as vision. And overall, I just want to make sure they're comfortable, you know, because like I feel like that's one of the biggest things to translate to the camera, you know.
What keeps you motivated, like, to do this work?
I just feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
Okay.
Like a lot of other things. Well, I wouldn't even say a lot of other things, but just like I feel like the reason I'm where I'm at now is because I'm doing what I'm supposed to. Like it worked out. Like I slipped into photography because before all of this, I was a civil engineering student.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's two different things. You know? Okay. How was the shoot with Chino? So that whole gathering.
It was the first time I actually worked with him was at Made in America. I was up there shooting for him, Under Armour, and Currency Studio. But the second time when we went out like this summer, that was overwhelming.
Okay.
It was like, it was over 100 people. It was like one of my first times shooting something like that intense. Like I've shot out of sunroofs and shit before, but like the driver, he was horsing that bitch. Like then we took the bikes on like 83 and shit. We went from East Baltimore to West Baltimore to South Baltimore to downtown. Fancy cars. It was a Tank was out there. Shy Glizzy, like seeing other niggas I knew. It was just it was a rush, you know. Okay. Yeah.
So when you do contracts for those type of like gatherings or like for anything, if you are to get hurt, are they paying those expenses or that's not in the contract yet?
So
like you're just going in like, all right, I might fall out like a window today, but I'm fine with that.
Full transparency for situations like that. I just wing it. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Okay.
But like advice to like other creators and whatnot, that is something truly important. Like understanding like your liabilities, contracting, making sure you have clear contracts on like who's at fault if X, Y, and Z happens. Especially you know, in the current world, like with COVID and everything, like with my actual job, like our rules are very strict. Like we can't even touch each other's equipment. Like we all had to bring our own equipment to work. And if somebody need help or something, they just gotta deal with it, you know. But that is truly important. Like just knowing if anything happens, who's at fault, and also protecting yourself. That's a big thing.
What 5 tips would you give to like a young person starting out like in photography? As far as like, I guess like pricing themselves, the extent to which they will work type thing.
Pricing themselves. One of my first piece of advice is do free work. Okay. But make sure it's actually like don't be scared of doing free work as long as it's like either something that's, you know, fun for you, something that you can experience, or it's like actually pushing you and building you. Like make sure that you're taking away something from it. because there's like shoots where you'll get paid and it's not as fulfilling, or you're just, you know, you're not really making nothing besides a few bucks. Another thing is do research on equipment. You know, like everybody says it's not the camera, it's the person, but cameras are different for a reason. You know, like you gotta learn like why this camera's better in low light, why this camera's better with certain colors, why this camera is like the best for photo and video versus this one, which is great for photo, terrible for video.
Okay. Have you had a scary moment yet to where like, I guess, like you haven't been getting all the gigs you want or anything like that, or like all like 5 gigs consistently was just like terrible or anything? You was just like, I don't know if I can.
Shit get real. Like I tell people all the time, one of my favorite quotes is making $0 a month off of doing what you love will humble you. And like I've been there. Like I tell people all the time, it wasn't like I don't like just talking about my highlight reel. Like it was a time where I was charging like $20 a shoot and niggas wasn't bugging me. You know, that's life. But it's just like knowing that just having faith in yourself, trusting yourself, and like discipline, you know.
Okay, last question. If it was 3 other artists, they could be local, international, that you would want to shoot, who would they be?
Lil Baby.
Okay.
Lil Baby one. I'd definitely say, who else? Like just in general, like that's kind of hard. I know Lil Baby for sure, 4PM.
Okay. Why would you want to shoot Lil Baby?
Like, as much as I like his music, I like his character as well. Like, I listen to a lot of his interviews, and he just, like, he seems so in touch with himself. Like, I'm really big on that. Like, I feel like I could feel a lot of people's energy. Like, you could tell when people are genuine about their intent. Like, it was this really interesting interview that he did with Joe Budden. He was just talking about a lot of different shit, like, from paying taxes to reasons why he don't beef with people, like the reasons why he's so big on like being financially like stable and literate, like, and it's little things like that that a lot of people don't talk about, like that vulnerability, that transparency, like that matters, you know. Like you could tell like somebody's genuine when like they're actually willing to drop knowledge and gems and shit. You know.
Well, that's all I have for you.
Oh really?
Yep.
That was easy.
Thank you for coming through. Glad I didn't make that too hard for you.
I tried my best.
And let's see.